Hello and welcome. Here today I got back been waiting for quite a while. I ordered this thing back in January. It was only a pre-order. Just came out a couple weeks ago. Now let's get this figure opened up. Now I did buy this from TF Direct, and you can see this thing comes from China, and obviously they pack it very well. Like I can't even find where to cut the seam for the tape. You have to kind of go by where you think it is. Any guesses to what this is? Now, before I pull it out, I should actually show you this, how TF Direct packs their figures. They use a styrofoam in a box, and the figure is in a plastic bag. Which means, no matter how hard the shipping company throws this figure, your figure is going to stay nice and protected. But look at that. Now, this is Wheeljack, but it is not the official Wheeljack. This is the knockoff. Now, before we go further with this video, I want to say this. If you're watching this video for a comparison between the KO and the official Wheeljack, stop watching because this is not what that is. I do not own the official Wheeljack yet. Because I figured the car figures, they're not worth the extra $20 to whatever it is you pay for the figures. Because, like, I got MP-20 over here. I got the official one last Christmas for like $150 from Big Bad Toy Store. The pre-order for the reissue MP-20 is like $180, $200, one of those. And I just feel for a paint job it's not worth it. So I generally wait for the American versions to come out. So let's get Wheeljack opened here. Actually, before we go, now this is obviously the knockoff, I think. See, that's the thing, knockoffs are very good. Like, I also have the KO for a smokescreen and sideswipe here. You can tell, it looks official. Smokescreen, you can tell it's kind of more purple than a figure. Let me grab him over here. You can tell he's more purpley on his box. So we use this for a comparison on what the KO kind of looks. You kind of see with the blues. Actually, the blues, you can kind of see it there on the Lancet logo. It's more of a purple. Now, the only times I do buy the car figures is when I know we won't get American versions, such as Megatron here. And so we'll use this for a sample of what the official looks like. You can kind of see there. Wheeljack is more of a purpley blue. And then, obviously, the images on the box are going to look a little scanned. I can see Prime, he has more purple on like his legs there. You pictures they don't have the same sharpness that Megatron will have. Oh, and that's nice too. The KO they included his anti-hypnosis device, his lunchbox, as I called it on the page, I think back in January. Go over here to the side. I'm not going to go into detail showing you instructions on how everything looks a little scanned because that's how the KOs are. They're not as high quality as the official. Although they're very good standards until you can get the official version, but they're still not going to be as high quality. I'll show you what I mean by that. Because this is the KO for smokescreen. You can tell his joints, they're kind of floppy. Wow, this is my official Prowl that I picked up back when he came out over the summer a year ago. You can tell there's not as much floppiness with them compared to the KO of smokescreen. And what I'll do is I'll have the official version in one mode, and then I'll buy the KO, which is the second version, put that inside of the other mode. That's how I'm going to display my figures. Now let's get Wheeljack from his plastic prison. I have not touched this mold yet. This is my first time. So for the plastic, for KO again, if you handed someone this, they would think this was the official figure because these KOs, plastic feel is that good. Now the build quality and the joints, that's where kind of they kind of separate there. And you can kind of see here on the build quality display where here isn't exactly flush. Well, for a Lancia Stratos model, this thing is just beautiful. I love rally cars, especially the older ones from like the 60s and 70s, because those were that was when rally cars were rally cars. Now they're purpose-built race cars with all-wheel drive, and it kind of takes the fun out of it. And see, just like back in the Dicon commercial, you could put Wheeljack inside of the trailer. And just kind of open up. Now, if you haven't seen the Dicon commercial, go look up. I think it's Battle Convoy Dicon, and you'll see this shows opening the back door. Wheeljack pops out. I think Blue Streak appears here, and one of the other Dicon cars is on that side during the commercial. But if you have them both in there, and then you have MP4, and inside MP4's trailer we have Alternator's Wheeljack. This is the Mustang one of my favorite alternator figures because I like Mustangs, I like Shelby Mustangs, which this thing imitates very well. So this is about Wheeljack, so let's get on with Wheeljack. Now, I don't know how to transform this figure, so I'm gonna pause this video, transform it, bring it to robot mode, and I'll be right back. Now, just so to update here, while looking at his instructions, this image here looks really scanned. There's no contrast with like the background or like the figure. And even this image too, it looks kind of scanned, because it is. That's one thing I haven't found a way to completely bootleg completely is the quality of like the images. Now as soon as the company figures out how to do that, it'll be very hard to tell the difference between the real and the bootleg. Now these images, these all look fine because they're not like high-res images, they're just kind of lines showing you what to do with the figure. While I'm looking at my figure closely, I can kind of see some little mistakes here. Like the back tire, you can see there's some red paint up from the rim that goes on the tire. Here on the door, you can see where some paint got up there. On this side too, both of the rims have gone, the paint from the rims have gone onto the tires. the taillight there isn't as well painted. Alright, so here will be a Wheeljack transformed, I think, to the best of my ability. It all looks pretty good. I'm not sure if this is because of tight tolerances or because it's a bootleg, but the chest doesn't exactly line up. Looks like the shoulders there, you can see it kind of goes in. I don't own the official one, so I don't know if the official one is like that too, but I know with sideswipe there were some issues like that for both versions. You can see his tires just kind of go in the back there. I did notice that he doesn't really hold his pistol very well. Well, here, onto his hand doesn't really clip into his hand. And also his shoulder rocket here is kind of loose. And then you can put Grimlock here with his creator. This is the version of Grimlock that came out about a year ago, the second version that it has released, one with the new Japanese style boxes. And so you can kind of get an idea for how tall he is with Grimlock. Break one of the other random Autobot cars. Wheeljack seems to be just a smidge taller. And then MP-10 just... Grimlock's going to be about the same size transform. The Seekers are about as tall as Prime. What else is there? Rodimus is the same height too. And then for the older like masterpieces, so the foot tall ones, Megatron Prime, and then Ultra Magnus Star Saber are gonna be just a smidge taller than Prime there. This is KFC's Diaclone Commander Stack. But those of you that haven't seen how big Wheeljack is, he's just a smidge taller than the other Autobot cars. Now, I was not expecting them to KO his lunchbox. Because, when I bought Sideswipe and Smokescreen, they didn't include this little bonus. And there, Wheeljack is on his way to work now. But yeah, that is KO MP, what is he? MP-20 Wheeljack. Now, like I said, if you're gonna buy your KO, supplement them with buying the official one. So don't just buy KOs. If everyone just buys KOs, then Hasbro and Takara stop making masterpieces, and we won't have any masterpieces. So buy the real masterpiece, then buy the KO display in the secondary mode. What I'll probably do is if what's it called? It's official Smokescreen I get. If he doesn't have the little paint chip there, I'll probably display the official one in robot mode and this one in car mode, since you won't be able to see it as easily. Now my official Prowl has a little paint chip there on his door. He was like that the second I opened him. So when I buy the KO, if the KO is missing a paint chip, this one will go in the car mode. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it now. So take it easy.